I'll tell you, love is calling us every moment. Every moment, you know, it might not appear as love. This morning when it rained hard, love was calling us, right? We were setting up all the tables and trying to decide what to do. Poor Diane, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning, we're getting emails back and forth how we're going to do this reception. Love was calling us, you know, love was calling us. That's all. That's what it's about. You know, that doesn't matter what's going on, what the situation is. How are you responding? That's love. Can you respond with the heart? See, we're all on this sacred journey, and it's interesting. We're all on it together. You know, if you're here, we're together. You know, on it. If you just say hello, if we just meet each other, love is calling us. You know, on this sacred journey. You know, it's the sacred journey from fear to love. From fear to love, from the struggles that we go through to opening up, to finally seeing this incredible feeling, this incredible power of love in what you're going through. That's the journey here. And through the journey, what we learn is that the more love we have in here, the more love is manifested out there. The more fear, the more we struggle in here, that's what's manifested out there too. You know, we draw to us what we need. You know, what we need to learn, what we need in our lives. We draw to us love. You know, that's the sacred field. And at its best, when we are filled and are feeling the love and can get connected, we start to see love everywhere. We see it in everyone, we see it in everything, in every circumstance. And that's our whole journey. It's to be able to open our heart. So this whole journey, and the title of this talk is called The Way of the Heart. The way of the heart is opening our heart to whatever is in your life, whatever's going on in all week or all month. I mean, we've been talking about love. And what I think we've kind of come to the idea that love is really this incredible energy of who we are. It's this beauty, it's the wisdom, it's the kindness of who each and every one of us are. And the truth is that to the extent that we can open and receive it is what we get, right? We all have the same amount of love in us. It's just that sometimes we're open and saying, oh, bring it on, you know, and we're really feeling it, we're manifesting it. And then there's other times when we're struggling, and love is harder to find in our life. So our whole journey is to open up and try to be there with it, you know, in everything that's going on in your life. Here's what I love about, you know, today I watch love, and you can see it. I mean, honestly, it's an energy that you can see, and I see it today when everybody comes together and they're buzzing around and they're doing their thing. That's the spirit flowing through you. You know, when you were singing, right? You just felt it. And when Robert plays, whenever Alice with the flowers, you're doing the flowers, you've got this little thing that just pushes you forward to do it. And that's love, see? Love pushes us. It's almost, it's how you manifest in your life. You know, and I love that. When Pearl, what are you here? Yeah. The other day you showed me a stick. And she goes, look at the stick somebody gave me. It's just a stick, right? And on it, she came back and she goes, look what I did with it. And there's a little bud. She put it in water and she loved it. And there was an energy that went through it that turned into a beautiful blossom. You know, and I'm thinking that's the power of love in each of us, that we can take something from nothing, out of nothing, something. I love that. Out of nothing, something. And that's what love is all about. You know, I'm looking at Stacy today, and it's, you know, all this work that she put in. It's not even about a license. It's not about getting a license, even though we're coming together today to license, you know. The truth is, it's about the journey. Everything is about the journey to love. And that's what we're on, this sacred path to learning who we are. And once we know our connection, there isn't anything that can stop us. You know, once we know our connection, our life will never, never be the same. And what I love is that love, see, I think the way to put it is that love is translated through us into action, right? It changes. It's like it comes to us and then it comes out of us. And that's the path. It comes out of us to each other. And I see you. When I see you, if it pours through me, it's like my love pours to you. And that's what we're talking about on the sacred path, you know, that your expression is different. It's unique to you. Your expression of love is so different than my expression of love, you know. And the truth is, if we block it, it'll never exist in the world. You're so unique. Do you believe that? Do you know how unique love and put it out in the world different than anybody else? And that's what I kind of want to focus on, is that you are love in action, uniquely yours. And if you don't, if you block it, it'll be lost to the world forever. It'll be lost to the world. There will never be another Terry that does it the way you do it. Bob, there will never be another you. And that's what's so important. You matter so much. We each matter so much in everything that we do. You know, but the truth is that we've lost touch with our essence. We've lost touch with this essential self that we are. And we forget that we are these incredible beings, these unique beings that can manifest love in the world. And we feel like we're not enough, or we're not worthy, or you're flawed. You know, Ralph Waldo Emerson said the problem is that you're too busy holding on to your unworthiness to feel the essential love that comes through you. And Thoreau said, when a man thinks of himself indicates his fate. What do you think of yourself? Can you open your heart to the power of love and let that inform you? Even Buddha said that you can search the whole entire world for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than yourself. And that person is not to be found anywhere. Not to be found anywhere. Because you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. See? Where do we start? You know, there isn't anything that is stopping us from accessing love right now. From accessing this life pouring through us now. There is nothing that's going on in your life that can stop you. Even though there's struggles going on, and I know I've had them and I know you have them. But there's nothing that can stop it. And where do you start? You start where you are. You don't wait. You don't wait till things get better in your life. You start right where you are, because we're each on a different path. And whatever brought you to this moment in your life, whatever the issue is, whatever's going on, it's supposed to be happening. It's supposed to be happening now to transform you forward, you know? We gotta face all these circumstances in our life, you know? Don't you ever wonder that? Like, why can't we just say, you know, okay, God, you know, I feel the love, you know, push me forward. You know, why do I have to go through it? But the truth is, we do. Whatever's going on in your life is for you. You know, there's lessons to learn. There's baggage to release. You know, I'm still doing it. You know, we have this stuff, and sometimes even subconsciously, we have dark shadows within us that need to be brought forward so that we can clear ourselves to have the power of God move through us. You know, what's happening in your life right now that you can embrace to move forward? That's what I want to ask you. You know, some of it seems like we go through life and, you know, there's positive and there's negative and there's, you know, all of this stuff happening. And somehow we try to stay positive, we try to, you know, be the best we can be, but there's stuff that happens in our life that hurts, right? There's these deep pockets. And when they come to us, our job is to open to them, to love them too. There's only one power in the universe. We say it every prayer. And that power is God. Even the negative stuff can be transformed into the power of love in your life. You know? And if we don't address it, we can't feel the love that comes through us. See, that's the path. I was telling Judy this morning, because I love all this stuff. And we were talking about energy. And we were talking about being a match. And I read this website, and it's talking about you are always an energetic match with your environment. That kind of scares me sometimes. Is it you? I mean, with stuff going on, I'm an energetic match with that, you know? But I do believe that. And so he says, look around you, look at your surroundings, take it in. Now look within yourself. What energy are you radiating to attract your current condition? Remember that all life is energy. Even at the physical matter, everything can be broken down into little micro units that remain energy. Therefore, you cannot exist sustainably within an environment or a relationship that is not on some level your energetic match. See, to me, that's kind of profound. That means that the stuff in my life, somehow it's there at one time or another. It's there that I need to be able to take it, and I need to be able to see it and transform it and accept it and love it so that I can clear to be able to feel the God energy in me, you know? And I think we just have to realize that we're not victims. We're not victims of our circumstances, that we are the victor, you know, that we're the hero of our own journey if we believe it, you know? When we act mindfully, you know, when we can breathe in and step back for a moment and know that we are more than just the circumstances, our life changes. And we have to start with what's in your life right at this moment now. Right in this moment now. Whatever tension there is the tension that can move you forward in your life. You know, our biggest challenges, and I know it's been for me, have been my biggest teachers in my life. They've been what's changed my whole life, you know? And it's so difficult. But Hilda Braun said that the spiritual work is love made visible. Love made visible. So we have to start right where we are. Whatever you're doing right now is where we start. You know, we can't wait for circumstances to be perfect because they're never going to be perfect in your life. Never be perfect. They will be perfect for you, though, to start your life in a perfect way. I don't know if that made sense. After I just said, you just said something and go, I don't know if that made sense. If this does, now listen to this. I wrote this. Well, listen. So I have to read it because I might say it wrong. Okay, if you want a job, now say that you want a job or a relationship or whatever you want in your life. If you want a job that aligns with your life purpose, you must begin with the job that you have now. You must begin there. Your role will eventually change as your consciousness changes. Anything that you see in your life starts with your consciousness. We work from the inside out. That's the kind of the message here that I'm trying to get across is it starts right here. You solve the problems out there right here. So if anything's going on, it starts right here with love, with letting that love pour into you and pour out of you. That's where it starts. Okay. At this moment, you are being called to make an impact wherever you are. Just remember that. Right now, you are being called to make an impact in life. You can see everyone here as part of your lesson, as part of your journey. So remember that. You know, instead of waiting for your life situation to be perfect, make your response to your life situation perfect. Now, do you love that? Now think about that. What's your response can be perfect. Maybe the life situation won't be perfect, but your response can be perfect to it. Show up every day. Show up every single day as an act of service to yourself and to someone else. And all that means you don't have to even do anything other than love yourself, who you are, and let that energy pour out to each other. That's what we're called to do. That's what love in action is. That's what love in action is today, and that's my prayer, is that we live love in action. Each one of us, that we love ourselves enough so that we just radiate love to each other. And that's the way we're going to change the world. You know, that's the way we're going to do it, is to be able to get in touch, in alignment with that connection of who we are.